It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Game 2 of the World Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's Game 2 of the World Series. Next. Ian Kennedy will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this.
Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Pittsburgh Pirates.
Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Ian Kennedy is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Ian Kennedy, more of a control artist. He's been really about command his entire career. If he's on, you're going to see him throwing a lot of strikes. Not overpowering, 89 to 93. Overhand curveball, has the slider, has the changeup. Needs all 4 of his pitches to be effective. And you'll know if he's on early if he's not working a lot of deep counts.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield and hit in the middle of the order.
Play ball, ball 4, take the base. Take out. Ball 4, take the base.
Stepping up now, number 79, ready to get his day at the plate started right
number
here.
79.
From the stretch. In the dirt is there, and he's out trying to take second. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 320 sign in right. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Starling Marte.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. An inning in the books, no score on MLB Network. Back now from PNC Park, second inning on its way, but first here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Let's play ball. That hit him. He's got first. That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take the base. 3.
the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Jason Kipnis.
The 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Play ball. 3.
Digging in to try it again. Number 79. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And that's been their only hit so far in this one. They've been dealing with some really great pitching in this game.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
And just cast his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Here's Starling Marte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, number 79. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Bauer pauses. First pitch on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-0 pitch. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Ripped down the first base line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. He pulls this one into right. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Get it with a 1-0 Pirates. Take it.
Now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Starling Marte. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Marte.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
A 3-1 count to the left fielder of the Bucks.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
3-1. Here it is. High in the air and deep to left center field. Chu going back on it, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. In to score is the runner from first. It's a
Marte, take it.
If he took a big swing at that one, almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that the
3 out. 3 out. 3. He's out. You're out.
At the plate, Martin Maldonado. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Maldonado.
No runs, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians.
To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, and the Indians are now on the board. It's a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Out. He's out. Out.
Striding in, number 79. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Starling Marte. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning.
Marte.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful.
Marte,
Giving them that 3-run
3 RBIs for Marte. He's getting out here.
The batter, number 10. Second baseman, Alejandro Alonso.
Line drive to left. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well.
4-4. Take your base.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 32, Martin Sanchez.
So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Jason Kipnis.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Number 79 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Let's play ball. Out. Out.
So digging in now, number 79. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
A high fastball is in there. The 1-1 home. Takes that one for strike 2 on the inside corner. Allen is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created.
Swing and a drive. How to get that one? You'll need a 50-foot ladder to make the catch. A no-doubt home run. To straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Out comes Hill Monster. They at.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Play ball. 3. Out. Ball 4. Big space. He's out.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The Pittsburgh Pirates get the win to jump out to a 2-0 series lead. Ian Kennedy earns the victory on the mound. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Left on base. The winning pitcher is Ian Kennedy. The loss goes to Trevor Bauer. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at PNC Park, 38,362. The Pirates thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
This one's getting launched to the PPG Castle. 3, 2, 1. We go lift off. Take it. Take it. Gone.